Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about why I'm starting this YouTube channel in the first place. And there's a couple of different reasons. I guess my story really starts last year in 2016 when I started paying attention to politics again. And I realized that our country was heading in a very dark direction with all of these contradictory philosophies and ideologies that were really promoting some form of violence or some form of authority or control over other human beings. Now, I'm a huge natural law proponent, and basically, natural law is the regular laws of the universe that are observable around us, and we can see their effects on us as we go through life if we really pay attention. And it's not really our fault that most of humans don't really know how natural law functions because this information has been hidden from us for a very long time. But now it's out in the open, and the more of us that know about it, the more of us can share it with others, and we can really start our path on creating a better society for everybody, and especially for our children. So, what natural law really means is it's the law of morality. And to sum it up, it is basically the idea that each one of us has free will. And as individuals with free will, we are able to extend that free will through our thoughts, our words, our emotions, and our actions. And as long as we don't impede on the free will of other beings, then we are being moral. So as long as we don't force our beliefs or don't force our words or our emotions or our thoughts or especially our actions onto other people, then whatever it is that we want to do, we are allowed to do as far as the universe is concerned. And isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome that all of us as individuals can choose and pick the things that make us passionate, the things that we love, versus being conformed into a small space where all of us have to be doing the exact same thing, like communism. So, along with natural law, I'm also a huge economics geek. And really, economics ties into that whole free will idea because as a human being, I have something. I have something that's individual and unique that's mine. And everyone else in the entire world also has something that's very unique and very individual to them. And that can include skills, that can include talents, that can include ideas or philosophies or the way that we communicate. And all of these different things from all of these different individuals brings value to our society. So when I have something, and also, right, every single individual also wants something. We have our wants for a big house or a nice car or a better job or a great family or to jet around the world and see all of these different countries or to get really, really good at something that we really, really love to do all the time. So if I have something and you want something, and I want something, and you have something, if we voluntarily agree that that kind of exchange is mutually beneficial to both of us, well, that's economics. And of course, how do we exchange those different values, those goods and services that we want or need or have? Well, we do it through a medium of exchange, like money and currency. Which brings me to the third thing that I'm really passionate about, and that is cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology that has swept across the world in the last couple of years. And the reason that I am so passionate about this new technology is because I really see it as a solution to some of the major problems in our world, not just in America, but literally across every single other country. Of course, these technologies aren't perfect. We're still in the very, very early experimental stages, but it has the potential to change the way that we look at our world. And the reason for that is because these currencies are decentralized, and the trust now that we have to exchange these currencies doesn't have to fall on a third party that's easily corruptible, like a bank or a government, but instead, we only have to trust the math, the code, the algorithm to use that kind of currency in exchange for all of these things that we want and need. And of course, the fourth thing that I really want to talk about on this channel is anarchy. And I know that that is a very scary word because a lot of the propaganda makes it sound like anarchy is chaos or anarchy is violence. But really, if you look back to the Latin root of the word, anarchy means no rulers, no masters, no slave, no authority, no control over anybody else. And this also ties into natural law because as beings with free will and free agency to do what we want to do as long as we don't hurt anybody else, anarchy is the really logical conclusion to the way that we should organize our society. As anarchists, it means that we rule ourselves only and we do not rule other people. So I may have an ethics system that is specific to me individually, but as long as I don't force that ethics system on anybody else by my own will, through my own force, or God forbid violence, or I don't make somebody else, like a government or a military or a police force, make others do what I want, well, then I'm in accordance of natural law, and also I'm an anarchist. So those are really the topics that are near and dear to my heart. And through my research and through my evolution as a human and through the different things that I've learned in the last couple of years, I feel that I have a modicum of wisdom and a modicum of, intelligence to actually be able to share these different topics with you guys. Of course, I'm a human being and I'm fallible, so please, if you see me make some grave mistakes against humanity and some things that I say are completely out of left field and absolutely do not make sense in our reality, please do tell me. I am a huge fan of constructive criticism. I'm not a fan of empty curse words or insults because I don't think that actually adds to any kind of intelligent discourse. And I'm a huge fan of intelligent discourse and really awesome memes. So I hope that you guys join me in these videos to talk about these important subjects that are facing our generation and really every generation within our time. It almost feels energetically like we are in this state of change. And this change could either go the really bad way towards more authoritarianism, towards more slavery, and towards more violence, versus a place where we can find peace, where we can discover our purposes, where we can really come together as a society and work together in a moral framework where everybody has freedom to do what it is that they love to do. The only thing that we cannot do is the things that hurt other human beings. And except for a very, very tiny fraction of humans who are psychopaths and sociopaths, literally, psychologically, medically, sociopaths and psychopaths, besides those people, I'm pretty sure that most of us don't want to hurt our fellow human beings. So I hope you guys join me on this journey, and all that I ask you to do throughout my videos is just think about it. Thank you.